us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want. Yeah, I've been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems. Won't smoke dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke dog, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke dog, you don't want.
Coach, playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Ramirez. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Ramirez now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
First down 10 at the 45-yard line.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's Ramirez on 1st and 10. Open man is Hill. He's got it. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let go.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. They'll run on first down. Smart. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Shut up. 180.
On first down, Sheffield. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a give, right side. Sheffield. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They're the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Taeman01's. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw is Ramirez. Throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Ramirez operating from the gun. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. He got 29 yards that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down now, Sheffield. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
64, Hey, Alpha! Sunday! 61, matchbox lights. 82!
Wynn's going to try and throw on third. The open man is Smith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on first down. Sheffield. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that. Will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
Vikings nothing.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, keep it up!
They'll try the left side. Sheffield. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Here we go, back man. 180! Hey, we gotta get this stop.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Ramirez throwing to start the drive. And he's got some space here. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Being chased out left. They complete it to Hill. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
On 1st down, Ramirez. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Here we go. 50. Mike, 50. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Top up. He's coming.
Ramirez now. Off play action. He's going to look deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
To throw is Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, team 6. Chopper. Hey, 4 Tokyo.
He's coming, double up.
Done.
Wentz going to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On second down. Smart and strong running there. Gets this up over the 15-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Yeah. Hey, Lobo. 29. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Up. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Hurry.
Here's Ramirez. From the gun, he'll throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
At the 19-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Great.
Check out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Done. 280. Two jet.
On 3rd down, Sheffield. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 81.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Kill. Hey, wahoo!
Watch the screen! Mike 51!
Now Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here comes to me, it's me.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Push him back. Shit.
Ram. Hey, orbit.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Matt Weil now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds. Up incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
Now they'll run on the draw. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 30.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
He's got Smith here. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Mike 51. Hey, Mike 7. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. 65. 65.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check. Run. Check 45 to Mike. Check.
Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 99. You gonna try to kill him. Hey, 4 Tokyo. You got time right there. 45 to Mike. Watch the run.
Wentz to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Devin White with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Ramirez. Throwing to start the drive. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 64 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Hey, watch the slant.
Now Ramirez throwing on 1st down. Going up top. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
180.
Okay, just like that. Just
Rip on 2. On here.
51 to Mike.
Coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Echo. 29 is the mic. Go. 29. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
Back to throw. Ramirez. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ramirez operating from the gun. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Wentz. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Wentz going to go on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Mike's 50. I'm here all day. Hey, Mike's 50. All you get is a headache. Delta.
Ramirez now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Ramirez. From the gun, he'll throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Now a give right side. Smart. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Bravo.
It's second down.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's Wentz to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Looking to throw. Ramirez. Flush to his. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Ramirez. Off the play fake. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go! 53, Mike. Watch the backer. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. 3 buzz.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. To throw is Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Back to throw, Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
On first down, Smart. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Right back to him on first down.
You ain't going nowhere.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, boy. Come on. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Hey, watch your head.
They'll keep it on the ground. Smart. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.